All right, welcome you guys to a new segment on my channel. I'm excited to be launching this new segment. So I'm going to be doing a lot of things that are a bit different than what I'm used to doing, because pretty much when I started this channel, it was pretty much just me showing you guys my sewing projects and just like pretty much doing tutorials for the sewing projects that I will be doing. But this is a new segment that I want to introduce to you guys. It's just like studio vlogs, kind of like behind the scenes of like my design process. So I'll be kind of like showing you, as you saw before, like my sketches. They'll just be, they won't be all fancy or nothing like that. Just some little quick sketches, like the quick sketches, and then my pattern making process. And then when I'm making the muslin piece, and also I'll be showing you the final design, probably through the way of how I do my tutorials, how I normally do my tutorials or sewing tutorials, because most of these designs will either be created in a PDF pattern format or created for purpose of selling, so or both. So yeah, I just wanted to add this segment as a way of course, creating more content for you guys to really kind of like see the whole process, and to show you more than just me giving you like the final all step-by-step sewing steps and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoy this new segment. So here I'm showing you guys the project worksheets through the design workbook that I created. As far as like the process, those worksheets help me along with the process of my design process. And what I'm doing now is I'm creating patterns. I'm assembling some patterns that I've already had with certain design details or features in each pattern that I'm going to be using to create the pattern for the Dorothy hoodie. And as you can see, I'm transferring the parts of the pattern that I need to the new pattern paper that I'm using. And yeah, you're going to see that process, and then you're going to see the whole process of me actually creating the final pattern of the Dorothy top. Yeah, so this is what I call the Dorothy hoodie because it's inspired by Miss Dorothy Dandridge, and it was like a piece that she wore in her Carmen work, the work that she did in Carmen. And it was like a cute pink dress, but it had like a hood with it. And I was like, oh, I can't, because most of the times when you think of a hood, you're thinking of a hoodie with some thick jersey, like some thick knit fabric, or a big outerwear outfit or something, or a coat. So I wanted to do something different by making it into a shirt with more of a flowy everyday fabric, and not so bulky with the hood and everything, and then to where you can wear it in a versatile way. So this was the inspiration behind this design. Okay, so now I'm going to be using muslin fabric to create a fitted sample on my dress form to see how it lays on the dress form. And I'm just using some basic muslin fabric to do this. And I'm transferring the final pattern, which I end up changing the pattern, which you'll see. And the final, that's like the thing is with when you're doing a design process, it's a process. So your pattern may start one way, but once you start putting it on the muslin fabric and seeing how it lays, seeing the sewing steps and everything, you'll see that your pattern will change a lot. And that's literally a part of the journey of your designing, as far as like when you have an idea in your head and you're trying to figure out a way to execute it. It's going to be a lot of things that occur on the journey of the final product. And when I'm creating my muslin creation, as far as like just to see what it will look like, I only use pins to pretty much pin it to my dress form. This process is just simply to get an idea of the adjustments that I will need to make on my pattern, and pretty much if there's any design changes that I would want to make, like if some of my ideas just didn't work, and see if I needed to change or adjust anything if I don't like it. So all I do is just pin the fabric. I don't sew the fabric, I pin it, because if I make any adjustments, then I'll end up cutting up the fabric and making those adjustments and then repinning and doing the same steps over and over again until it meets the design that I want. I ended up making a lot of adjustments for my pattern. This is my final pattern and what the final pattern pieces will look like, and I will probably more than likely show the sewing of the pattern. I'm not going to give a pattern tutorial for this design, but I'm not going to give a pattern tutorial for this design, but I will be showing a step-by-step sewing tutorial of this pattern. Y'all just gonna have to deal. Yes, y'all is. Yeah.